Alright guys, today we're diving into one of the most anticipated SUVs of the decade, the 2026 Toyota 4Runner. If you're like me, you know the 4Runner has this almost cult-like following. It's rugged, reliable, and unapologetically old school. For decades, it's been the go-to SUV for adventure seekers, overlanders, and really anyone who just wants a vehicle that can take a beating and keep going. But, let's be honest. The current 4Runner has been around for way too long without a major redesign. People have been begging Toyota for an update, and finally it's here. So what's new? Well, the first thing you'll notice is the design. Toyota has managed to keep that classic boxy 4Runner silhouette we all love. But it feels sharper, more modern, and definitely more aggressive. Think wider stance, slimmer LED headlights, and a front end that takes some inspiration from the new Tacoma and Land Cruiser. It's still instantly recognizable as a 4Runner, but with a tougher, fresher vibe. I think Toyota nailed that. Balance between nostalgia and modernization. Under the hood is where things get really interesting. Gone are the days of the aging V6 that's been around since forever. The 2026 4Runner is going hybrid. Yep, Toyota is rolling out their iForce Max hybrid system, the same one we've seen in the Tacoma and Tundra. Pairing a turbocharged 4-cylinder with an electric motor. Now, before anyone panics, this isn't about making the 4Runner soft or turning it into a city cruiser. This setup gives you more horsepower, way more torque down low, and better fuel economy. Think about it. Crawling over rocks or hauling gear feels a whole lot easier when you've got instant electric torque on tap. Plus, Toyota says it should still tow with confidence, something for runner owners rely on. And of course, off-road capability is still the star of the show. Toyota knows they can't mess with the 4Runner's reputation here. You've got locking differentials, crawl control, multiple terrain modes, and even a disconnecting front sway bar on higher trims for maximum articulation. The TRD Pro version, which is basically the dream model for enthusiasts, looks even more serious this time around. Lifted suspension, Fox shocks, skid plates, chunky all-terrains. It's basically begging you to point it at a trail and go wild. Honestly, looks like Toyota has taken all the feedback from the off-road community and baked it right into this new generation. Inside, this is where you're going to feel the biggest leap forward. The old 4Runner interior, let's be real, felt like it was stuck in 2010 now. Toyota has given us a clean, modern cabin with big digital displays, higher quality materials, and way better ergonomics. You've got a massive touchscreen running Toyota's new infotainment system. WIRELESS, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and actual useful storage spaces for all your gear. And the cool part is, they didn't overcomplicate it. The buttons and knobs are still big and chunky, easy to use with gloves on when you're out in the cold or on a trail. That's something Toyota does so well, making modern tech practical without ruining the rugged feel. And get this. Toyota is finally offering more trim variety than ever. If you want a simple no-frills adventure rig, you've got the base trims. If you want luxury touches, leather seats, and premium audio for road trips, there's a version for that too. It feels like Toyota is trying to make the 4Runner appeal to both hardcore roaders and families who just want a comfortable, reliable SUV with some attitude. Now let's talk pricing, because I know that's on everyone's mind. Toyota hasn't officially confirmed exact numbers yet, but judging from the new Tacoma and the segment competition, we're expecting the 2026 4Runner to start somewhere in the low to mid $40,000 range. And fully loaded TRD Pro models could creep up close to $60,000. It's definitely not cheap. But when you consider the reliability, resale value, and just how much capability you're getting, it still makes a really strong case for itself. When you compare this new generation to the outgoing model, the difference is night and day. The old 4Runner was charming, sure, but it was outdated in almost every way. Thirsty engine, old-school interior, and safety features that lagged behind. This new one feels like Toyota has finally dragged the 4Runner into the modern era while still keeping the soul intact. That's not an easy balance to strike, but from what we've seen so far, they really pulled it off. So what does this mean for the SUV world? Honestly, It puts Toyota in a really strong position. With the Bronco making waves and the Jeep Wrangler always holding its ground, Toyota needed to step up. The 2026 4Runner isn't just an update, it's a statement that they're still serious about body and frame. SUVs that are built to last. And if you're someone who already owns a 4Runner, this might just be the generation that finally tempts you to upgrade. You're getting more power, better efficiency, a way more livable interior, and still all the off-road chops you could ask for. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to see these hit the roads and the trails. The 4Runner has always been about adventure. And with this new generation, it feels like Toyota is giving us the perfect mix of past and future. So what do you think? Is the hybrid move a good call, or are you going to miss the old school V6? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's talk about it. And if you're as excited about the new 4Runner as I am, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We've got a lot more car content coming your way.